Hello, everybody, and thank you very much for having me at Acquia Engage. My name is Anja English. I was the Global Head of Digital Marketing at Bayer Animal Health, and we have recently been acquired by Elanco, actually in August. And it will be my pleasure today to share with you guys a case study of the pet owner portal, My Pet and I, that we have launched with Acquia. Elanco is now a company that makes 4.6 billion turnover. We are selling products to pets, dogs and cats, and farm animals, both to pet owners, veterinarians, and farmers. This case study is about the pet owner. We are selling parasiticide products for cats and dogs. Those are products against fleas, ticks, and worms, everything that you don't want to have on your pet. You might be familiar with brands such as Seresto, Advantix, Advantage, and they are sold either at the vet or in retail stores such as pet stores, supermarkets, or on e-commerce. So I would like to share with you what we've done at the pet owner portal, My Pet and I. What is My Pet and I? It is a pet owner web magazine. What exactly? It is one portal for all countries. And together with Acquia, we were able to launch this one master and clones where everybody has the same portal. It's all brands under one roof, and this is great for SEO because this way the brands strengthen each other instead of working against each other. We have a great wealth of content, 400 pieces to choose from, and it's all based on research, as you will see in a second. And then we have a do-it-yourself backend. I always say we have the sexiest backend I've ever seen. And when you ask our brand managers what used to take maybe 1 to 3 weeks, now takes 5 minutes because they can go into the backend themselves without any long training and change something. Even I can do it. Today, we are live with 16 countries. And why did we do it? Well, we wanted to be fully customer-centric and be where the consumer is. Then also create efficiencies and synergies. Obviously, it's more efficient to create a portal once instead of reinventing the wheel 16 times. We want to become the go-to place for the pet owners for parasites. And obviously, we want to create awareness for our brands. You will see that we chose an elegant approach that does not necessarily attack the brands directly, but indirectly via the content that might interest them. And hopefully, once they are there, we are able to convert them, that they click a call to action on our website. And even if they don't click a call to action on our website, we can retarget their data and enrich our first-party database and work from there. I said it's all based on research. We analyzed in 4 different countries, each more than 40,000 keywords. And what we found out is that our playground, the brands and products, is a drop in the ocean compared to what the pet owners are really looking for. They are looking for health problems, and even more so, they are looking for dog breeds, food, services, appliances, all of that. So if we want to be where the pet owners are, we need to think a little bit larger. The idea is that we show them what they want to see, and then we get an opportunity that we can show them what we want to show them. In other words, we reach the customers with content where they are, then we provide value, and then, and only then, we come with the brand. And with this, our content follows the customer journey. We give interesting information about when you think about getting a pet, how you bring your pet first home, how you care about the cat during their life, and what you do with older pets. And with this, the funnel that we attract in terms of traffic is much larger than only focusing on the brands. And at the end of the day, via scrolling, we have more traffic ending on our brands and adding true value. We call this fish where the fish are, and then feed them fish food. Today, we have launched 16 countries. There were 3 countries that were launched all earlier, UK in 2018 and France and Australia in 2019. All the others followed this year. So let's come to the results. In the UK, we were able to improve organic traffic by 20. Let's first talk about the KPI. We look at organic traffic, so the visits on our site. Obviously, paid traffic only depends on how much money you put on the table, but organic traffic is the result of your content, your tech, your RX, all of this. And well, we have times 20 now. I still remember the first time my SEO expert came to me with the results. He said, well, results have tripled. And I said, oh no, this is too good. I don't believe you. Please go back and check the numbers. But they were right. And in the meantime, we are times 20. And actually, France is on a similar projection. They are already times 8, even they launched later than the UK. And Australia launched even later, but is already at times 9. So seems that we have a pattern here and found something that works with this portal. Looking into more numbers, today we have 300 keywords that we are rating for in the Google Top 100. 21,000 in the top 10. That's the first page. That's where you want to be. But where you really want to be is in the top 3 organic. And there we have 4,500 keywords already, which is fantastic. When you extrapolate this success, we would have 8 million organic visits in 12 months. And 30% of this is for the brand, proving that the idea of bigger funnel and coming to the brand works. And if we had to pay for this content, we would have to pay an equivalent of $6 million. Now, in midterm, when we think that the other 13 countries follow a similar path, we would have the equivalent of 9 million in free traffic thanks to organic. And in long term, this would equal up to $22 million or 30 million organic visits per year, which is better than anything we could possibly have hoped for. And it is beautiful to see that our bet on content and tech worked out. And since we are here at a CMS conference, let me talk more about the technology. We talked about the content, and then there are a lot of other modules. I remember when I first talked with Acquia and they presented their platform, I asked, hey, can we do personalization? And they said, yes, no problem. And I asked, well, can we have dynamic display of content and shuffle things around when a customer is revisiting? They said, yeah, no problem. And I asked, do you have an e-commerce module? They said, yeah, no problem. And it was the first time that whatever I asked if I could have it, they had it. Seemed to be like a candy store. And here we are, state-of-the-art product pages. We have been able to include ratings, e-commerce connections to our e-commerce partners. We cannot sell directly. We have a vet and store locator. There are coupons and promotions. There's a do-it-yourself landing page builder. And that is very important for our brand managers, because being able to build a campaign page quickly at low cost is fantastic for them and gives them a lot of flexibility. Sign up and personalization for your pet, your name, and then having personalized content. email subscription and a reminder service that tells you, hey, you need to pop another pill and deworm your cat, for example. And all these things were pre-existing modules in Acquia Drupal, and we twisted them to match our needs, and this is fantastic. If you ask us, what are the factors of success for My Pet and I? There are 3 pillars. There's the technology, that's Acquia with the pre-built features. There's the content SEO that we talked about, and also the way we handled operations. Going into more details for the tech, I talked about the features. It's all pre-built, we can reuse it and don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's one platform, and obviously having one platform gives countries the opportunity to have a lot more features than they would be able to afford themselves. It's unified, it's scalable, it's state of the art. Then we build it mobile first. Today, more than 80% of our traffic comes from mobile, so obviously important. The site speed increased a lot thanks to the platform. And also what we really appreciate is the third-party connections. When you look only at the website, it's not so important yet, but once you try to integrate this in your overall marketing mix and data-driven marketing campaigns, it's really important that the different pieces of data can communicate with each other. And last but not least, fully flexible IT experts, both on the Acquia side and also our IT providers. And by the way, a big thank you to Christian Steiger and his team who helped us so wonderfully navigate all the challenges we had in the meantime. Second pillar, the content and SEO. We talked about this. It's about having a global content pool, 400 pieces that our countries can choose from. It's having content guidelines that tell them what to do for best results and what to disregard. And also a content community where the most important countries come together and they tell us what they want, so we make sure we provide the kind of content that is useful for our internal clients. With regards to operations, we have worked fully agile, everything on Jira, and everything is documented. There's the Pet Owner Portal playbook that tells a country what it is, the strategy, life cycle management, and so on. There's a governance model that tells everybody who needs to do what, who should take what kind of decision, the tools we use, Jira, Agile, etc., and the entire working process. And last but not least, we have been able, thanks to this standardization, to create standard SEO dashboards that spit out the results for our so-called golden KPIs. We have standard packages with an SEO agency, and the countries just need to follow the cookbook and should hopefully achieve the same results, such as France, the UK, and Australia. With this, I say thank you very much. After this, you'll still see a little video that explains you what the Pet Owner Portal is, and the technology in Greece allowing, I will be happy to answer questions in a little bit. Thank you.